gentlemen, from the Microsoft Theater here in downtown Los Angeles, brought to you by Shawn Porter Promotions. Live from Los Angeles, it's time for the main event.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PorterWay Podcast. We in the building. We are here at the HyperX Arena. Shout out to the Luxor HyperX Arena. Ally Sports, everybody that's got the PorterWay Podcast up in here. As y'all can see, this thing looks sexy.
Ooh, Sean came up.
Yeah, man, you know the
Let me hold 2 racks.
I still got the other house.
Okay.
I still got the other house. Okay. Shout out to the space. If you're looking for something, you might not be able to get it here, but you might be able to get it at the spacelv.com. So go check out the space.
This
and
is
they
not
still
in your
family
budget.
over there.
This
so.
is not.
Yeah. You know how to act? You gonna act right today?
Not in your budget.
Mike P, everybody. I'm glad I got you with me today, Mike. We don't have Antt with 2 T's up in here. And then Sean Z. What's going on, big
What's going on, man?
Listen, all that being said, we got a lot to get into. I brought in JYD. We had my boy Erron on the show just this past week, and he called me. He had some choice words for me after the show. He didn't like the way the thing looked. I said, all right, well then, since you don't like it, you're going to be our guinea pig, all right? We're going to get this thing together. Until we do, you're going to be the one we F up with, okay? Yeah. So welcome on to the PorterWay Podcast. JYD, I got something for you, Mike, in a minute. JY, what it do, sir? How you doing, boss? It's all on you this time. What it do?
Oh yeah, that one's on Sean.
Here we go. Hey, that is all right. That was on me. How you feeling, boss?
Yo.
Yeah, you got me?
Okay, I got you. Yeah, bro.
What's going on?
I'm good, man. What's up with y'all? What up?
Hey, you know, like I said, man, we're going to have to bring you back on and, you know, right the wrongs. And apparently your 200 followers had something to say about the way this last one looked and sounded.
My 200 followers is crazy. 200 is
How many you got? I don't know. I'm one of them.
65,000 on Instagram. You mean?
That's what's up.
7.5 on TikTok.
That's what's up.
And Twitch just hit 1,000.
Yeah.
You mean? Yeah. So
He coming up.
We outside.
He got his Terrible Joan thing that he do. You know what I mean? And go ahead and tell everybody what the Terrible Joan is for anybody that isn't following JYD yet. You guys can check it out. But go ahead, tell them what it is.
Terrible Joan is something that happened on accident. Basically, if you do something in boxing that's not a good Joan, if it don't look good, if it's not good, you're going to end up on a Terrible Joan segment. This finger right here, if you see a video starting off with this finger wagging and you're in the video, chances are you're in trouble. That means you just did a Terrible Joan. So don't be on the wrong side of this finger.
Bruh, you came on the last episode with that thing. I was like, oh, here we go. I got one.
Because Shawn Porter communication via social media, Terrible Joan, man. He leave you on red for 2 or 3 months, and that's it. Answer when he wants to. Terrible Joan.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Yeah. That thing serious, ain't it?
JD ain't playing.
Yeah, JYD.
Hey, JD, you fight like somebody said something about your mama.
Come on, man.
Whew.
Yo, so listen, we'll flip the script. You basically had an episode already before we came on here to record, so we're gonna keep you on for a minute. You got some time with us?
I got some time, baby. Let's get it.
Well, let's dig in real quick. Raymond Ford. I'm sorry. Not excuse me. Huh?
Abraham Nova.
And
Abraham Nova and Raymond Ford.
Yeah, they got it on.
Nick Ball defended his WBA title against Sam Goodman. Very competitive fight. Yeah. I think a lot of people coming from that fight feel like, Inoue could handle him at 26. But, Inoue's got Akhmadaliev and Junto Nakatani at 22 before we get there. But close fight. A lot of people thought it was closer than the cards had it, JYD.
I think it was an extremely close fight, and I think it was also entertaining as all hell. I do think the cards it's funny because in boxing sometimes you have, just because a fight is entertaining, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily close. It just means it was entertaining and maybe competitive. But I do think the card was slightly a little wide, but I do think the right man won. But it was entertaining as all hell. You wanted to see high punch rate and a little bit of a bloodbath, then yeah, you needed to tune into that Goodman ball game.
You watched the whole card?
I didn't watch that card.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Let's get on to Itauma and Dillian Whyte. The thing that went down the way I said it was gonna go down.
I did see that.
I had a lot of people mad at me because you know. But you know, go ahead, Mike.
Dillian Whyte. What happened? I really felt the ref didn't. The ref did the correct thing. That man would have really got hurt. Most boxers I know got pride and a lot of ego, and they will fight until they die. I mean, if I was a boxer, that's what would be my attitude. You would have to kill me in the ring. I'm never ever gonna quit. I don't quit nothing,
Right.
even if I'm hurt, beat up, or whatever.
Right.
But I think the ref did the right job by calling that, you know, as fast as he did.
What you think, JYD?
Yeah, say it just like you said before the show.
Yeah, nah, can't do it. Won't do it.
Listen, I know for a fact the referee did the right thing. You let that young, hungry lion jump on top of that man like that, after he got hit the way he got hit. You got to understand this. When you fall over because you're trying to get up, like when you on your knee and you fall over, that means your equilibrium is off. So he falls over, then he gets up, he stumbles into the corner. A horrible joint right there. Then he's trying to explain himself after the referee waves it off. He's still leaning a little bit. The referee is telling him, like, dude, you're not. If you, like I said, if in fact you go out on your shield, that's one thing. If you quit, that's another thing. But when the referee is seeing you and you like, yo, he's about to die, I gotta stop this. That's a whole other thing. As a fighter, no, you're not supposed to quit. You're supposed to behave like a fighter. You're never supposed to quit. And it's not your job to worry about your health when you are a fighter in the ring. That's your corner job, the doctor, and the referee job. So your job is to fight. And that's what every fighter does. We always feel like we can keep going. If he would have let that young, hungry lion jump on top of Dillian Whyte right there, bro, Dillian Whyte wasn't even able to clinch because he was keeping perfect distance. Them shots wasn't just hard. They was snappy shots and accurate. He was hitting that man on the top of his head and in his temple, equilibrium going. If he would have went in for a clinch, if the referee lets that fight go, Dillian Whyte goes in for a clinch. Itauma takes a half a step back and throws an uppercut or a hook.
Yeah.
And he's defenseless.
Yeah.
The referee needs to have a conversation this morning. He got to talk about why he let that man lose his life possibly over what. Yeah. The referee did the right thing.
And to your point, JYD, Itauma's showing us in the fight the exact craft to do just that, to take a half step back and sleep him if he tries to fall into the clinch. Did you see when he hurt him? He got him with a combination, and then Whyte stumbled back near the ropes. He had such a clean. He took a step back and caught his balance so clean, and then followed up with another combination. I just mean, this dude is showing us he can lead, he can counter, he has timing, he has an arsenal. The guard manipulation he did was sick to get the knockout. He would sweep the left hand, and then boom, the short right hook. Dillian Whyte didn't even see it coming. He didn't even. The hand speed and the punch selection was so on point. He didn't know what was coming when. I don't know, JYD.
You gotta remember. No, you do know because you explained it perfectly. You gotta remember when he came, when Moses stepped back up, he threw a body shot. He wasn't just shot. You gotta understand this. When you make them investments to the body and you start flooding the tank, you start siphoning that gas tank. I'm already hurt to the head. Then you start hitting me to the body. Now the hands are going to drop. The hands drop. Now you getting hit back in the top of your head again. That kid has great distance. He can fight out of the peekaboo style. He showed us he can fight going backwards. He showed us he can fight out of a bounce. He showed us that his punch placement is elite. He has elite punch placement, and he does. And them shots are snappy and hard. And that kid is 20. That is so dangerous to be a heavyweight at 20 years old because you don't even have your grown man strength. And if this young man does not have his grown man strength right now, the heavyweight division is in trouble because that means he's only going to get stronger. That's serious. So now, if he can take it as good as he can give it,
that's the question. That's the question. Because he checked. I keep saying he's checking the big fat boxes: speed, power, skills. Check. Now the only thing that's left, he's arriving at a point only the best young talents get at, where you're no longer questioning their talent, their speed, their power, their character. Do you got a chin? Can you adjust? Can you get a plan B, plan C? Do you have stamina? Are you as good in the second half of the fight in the first half of the fight? Do you have heart? All those things. But in terms of the big stuff, he's checking it like crazy.
JYD, Mr. Erron Peterson, from your eye view, it's clear that he has next. It's next now.
I think he is not up next. I think, like you said, he is up now. 100% he's up now. Because if in fact you see this kid and you think, I ain't worried about that, you are out of your goddamn mind. You better be worried about him yesterday. Fuck yesterday. You should have been worried about this kid last week, last month, last year. This young man is dead fucking serious. I'm talking about dead serious. And I ain't got a drop of bitch in me. And I'm happy to be a middleweight because that motherfucker he come on down to get some. He gonna go light work with you. No, the fuck he ain't. Not with me. Not with me. I don't want no parts of that kid up at heavyweight. That boy's dead serious. He's not up next. He's up now, Sean. He's up now.
Yeah. Wow. So last one on this fight here. I didn't see the fight. Shout out to everybody that was a part of this butterfly brawl that just happened out there in LA. Shout out to Fightbook. You guys get on fightbook.com, especially you fighters. You can sign up, register. It's a way for you to start willing and dealing and making these fights happen for yourself. A lot of guys out there are inactive because they don't have the promoter, they don't have the manager, they don't have the advisor, they don't have the right person moving for them, helping them get this all done. Fightbook is there to assist you, so go make sure you guys get on the fightbook.com if you are a fighter watching this, so that you can start trying to make a way for yourself. But I was out there with that, right? Usually when I'm busy and there's fights on, I'm done with that. I try to catch up. With this one right here, I already knew what it was gonna look like. And I say this with all respect. I'm gonna say it again. Dillian and Whyte, this needs to be your last fight. No one should retire you. I told the kid this last night. He said, man, this is my last shot. He's got one loss. Yeah, this is my last shot. I said, yo, it's never your last shot until you say it's your last shot. Right. But he's young. He's got one loss. He's at a lighter weight where he ain't getting hurt at and stuff. No. Dillian Whyte, that's the last one, big dog. You don't need...
Him and Chisora can't have one more?
Yeah, no. All right, maybe they can have one more against each other. Maybe they can have one more against each other. And I with Dick, don't get me in trouble with Derek. I'll be trying to be careful what I say about Mr. Chisora. That man is scary. We know this. But this needs to be the last one. All that being said, I didn't watch the fight. Take me through, how this thing look.
Take you through the fight. The Dillian Whyte Moses fight?
Yeah.
Well, basically what happened was it was only 1 minute and 59 seconds. The fight lasted 1 minute and 59 seconds.
Hey, yo, so here's the funny thing, and this is the only reason why I asked you to take me through it. On one hand, it sounded like this thing went 5 rounds, and then on the other hand, it sounded like this thing went 1 round. This kid did all this in 1 minute and 59 seconds?
Yeah, man.
My man was able to hurt somebody and counterpunch him. You know what I mean?
It was Tyson-esque. Wow. It was Tyson-esque.
It was damn near a Snapchat video.
It was. So what happened was the kid comes out in the distance. The first thing that you noticed, that I noticed at least, was this kid's distance and his ability to shoot the jab out there, right? So he's stepping around, he's throwing a jab, and he's throwing like a little hybrid jab, just like a little coming over the top jab he's throwing, coming down on the side of Dillian Whyte's head. So Dillian Whyte is kind of leaning like this when he's throwing the shot, and he's just coming over top of it, keeping the proper foot placement, keeping the proper distance, taking steps in and then taking steps out. Then he started letting the combinations go. Dillian Whyte was in the cross guard. He was in the cross guard defense, and I don't think that was the best defensive selection for that kid, because that kid has such great punch placement and ring generalship and ring IQ and punch IQ that he knows where to put the punches at in order to get around that defense. So Dillian Whyte began to lean his head down some against the ropes. and he got caught right here on the top of his head, boom, with a hook, and his legs kind of shook. His legs kind of turned to noodles a little bit, and it's Itauma, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. He didn't look young in a sense of green. He saw that he was hurt, and he kept his composure and kept his distance and didn't accept no clinches. And like I said, continued to make perfect punch selection, throwing shots to the body. He didn't head hunt when he got him hurt. He threw shots to the body and then to the head and worked his way up. Dillian Whyte then gets hit again with a weird shot on the side of his head, and he kind of falls over to the ropes. He falls over a little bit, stumbles, and then he falls. It was a pretty bad downward slope. He goes to get up. He kind of fell over a little bit. Then when he does finally get up, he literally falls completely into the ropes, all the way over to the corner, and it was bad.
I know a lot of
waving, and then
like I've been hearing that a lot. Some people agree with the stoppage, some people didn't, and it's like it's a slippery slope. It is technically a 10-second count, but at the same time,
people love blood.
So
They love to see somebody
Yeah,
in there
yeah.
die.
People love
Yeah,
blood.
that's what you pay the money to see that. That like people want to see that. I have a little more compassion for athletes because I know they got families and they human. So I don't really want to see all, you know what I mean? But yeah, people. That's why people be mad.
So I think it's more of a thing. Of this. One, Dillian Whyte, and we all also just spoke on Derek Chisora too, him and Dillian Whyte. That's always going to bring Derek Chisora. When you got guys like Dillian Whyte, who remember, Pulov also stopped Dillian Whyte with an uppercut, and then Dillian Whyte came back and got him, right? I say this to say, Pavek, I'm sorry, thank you. Also, Derek War Chisora, he doesn't just hold the name War for no reason. He's dead serious.
Right.
When you got guys like that don't have a quick bone in their body, right? They don't want to quit. And then you got other fighters who are willing to quit, are willing to take that knee, are willing to say, I've had enough and walk away. That's an issue that we have in boxing, where even the fans are beginning to say something like, hey, what are they supposed to die in the ring? Yes. Yeah. We know what we signed up for. The moment you cross over into the rules, do I want anybody to lose their life in boxing? No. So don't try to clickbait this and make this something that is not. I don't want me or anyone else to lose their life in boxing. But the moment you step over those ropes, you know you have a 50-50 chance of never leaving it again. And most times it's more than 50-50 chance that you won't leave it again, being honest with you. But we know that and we accept that as gladiators, as warriors, as men, and as women of the sport. It is not our job to worry about our health when we get it. How can you be worried about your health when you're getting punched in the top of the head and getting punched all in your... That's not the time to worry about your health. Right. You're trying to be honest with you. We're trying to kill each other. So Derek Chisora, Dillian Whyte, he's a fighter. Dillian Whyte is a fighter. Yeah. So when referees start waving his hands, to him, that's foreign. That's what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Move. Mind you, he's still leaning a little bit while he's like, yo, what's up? Then he got his bearings, and then he's kind of like moving. It's like, yo, move. But the ref like, dog, I'm doing this for you. I know your heart and your pride and your will as a fighter, as a fuck as a boxer, fuck as a fighter. Fuck those two things. As a man, Dillian Whyte says, as a man, put me the fuck out, because if you don't, I can't look myself in the mirror after this fight. And that's how you know you got a man. Fuck a fighter and a boxer. You got a man. Right. So he felt like that was taken from him, and that's why he was fighting it. But I do think the referee did a good job. That's no disrespect to Dillian Whyte. I think the referee did a good job because that young hungry lion was coming for blood, and he was going to get it. He was going to get it.
I'm gonna ask you about two more. You got anything for him?
Just Usyk. I mean, that's the question now. Is I get it on Parker. Parker's a fight I wanted to see Usyk in since he became a heavyweight, because Parker's one of those few heavyweights. He's got the IQ. He can match him. Yeah. But if I only got one more fight out of Usyk before he hangs up, I'm gonna pick the Itauma fight for the simple reason. Yeah. When I turn on the pay-per-view that night, I'm more excited to watch Itauma Usyk than I would love to watch Usyk and Parker. It's a great fight. But if I can only pick one, and it's one that really is going to get me all month, I'm thinking about it all fight week, I'm going back, I'm talking about it, it's the Itauma fight.
And you know what? As a great champion, you should pass the torch. Damn it, get in there with the next.
Or Mayweather Canelo him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can do
Cement
that.
your greatness.
But man,
Yeah.
pass it, bro. I hate when boxers don't see that fade that's out there because they ain't did enough or this or that. You know,
Canelo Benavidez.
Yeah, exactly.
Crawford
Like,
Ennis.
right. Get this man that fade, and then go on about your business after you get done doing that.
Hey, listen, man. We only got time for so many long nights.
But see, I look at it like this, right? Some guys, I won't lie. You know, one thing that I even built my social media platform off of was honesty. I had 6 amateur fights, and then I was thrown into pro camps. I was baptized in fire. I had to be built up on the pro scene. Like I had to learn on the job. This kid, Itauma, I'm gonna be honest. He doesn't need to have his hand held. He doesn't need to be built. Yo, let this kid off the fucking leash. And I'm not saying this to damage his career or nothing, but if there's somebody that can give Usyk some work for real, that will get the crowd excited, that will be good for both fighters, is this fight. Why? Because there's only 2 outcomes of this fight. If this kid Itauma beats Usyk, we have a serious fucking problem on our hand with this guy. We have a serious problem. But if Usyk does beat him, which it will not be easy on either end, it won't be easy. If Usyk beats him, then there's no question that Usyk is the best heavyweight of this generation. Absolutely. And we need to have different conversations about him as well, not just in this generation. Because styles make fights. And the style that Usyk has with his in-and-out European style, Itauma can do that too. And he can fight out of the peekaboo, and he can fight off the back foot and the front foot. And these are all things that Usyk is well versed in making adjustments as well. And Usyk, just like he did in that fight, I want to say, was it the Fury one? No, it was the Du Bois one. I want to say when he kissed that cross and got up, him kissing that cross and getting up, not to be religious or spiritual.
No, that was the first Fury
I'm just saying,
fight.
he kissed that cross. Yes, he kissed that cross, and he told God, he told Jesus, he told whoever he believed in, if I gotta come see you, I'm coming to see you. But I need the strength. That's what that was when he kissed that cross. He got up there and he put belt that ass. He did his job. Usyk is that type of monster. With Itauma, we gotta see can he take it as well as he can give it.
Yeah.
If he can take it as well as he can give it, then my God, y'all ain't gotta worry about a referee waving his hand up in that fight. Because one of them boys is going to try to kill each other. Believe that. Believe that.
And he's a southpaw. And Usyk.
And he's a southpaw, yes.
That lead foot control, that is a big part of his game. You know, getting that lead foot, that'll be interesting. Mm-hmm. That'll be interesting. That's good. Yeah.
Hey, JYD.
And go further away from each other because they're southpaw. Usually if a southpaw fight orthodox, then the southpaw, they're both further away. But the southpaw has the advantage. When it's 2 southpaws fighting, we're both further away from each other, and everything is backwards. You're seeing shots, and you're giving shots backwards because you're used to seeing the orthodox. But go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead and educate everybody. Like I don't do that all the time. Unreal. You just, I gave you some advice. I shouldn't have gave it to you, but there it is. JYD, man, I appreciate you, big dog.
For sure.
We keeping up with you, my man.
I appreciate y'all.
God bless.
Yeah, you already know, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the PorterWay Podcast. Shout out to the entire team. Shout out to Team JYD and Terrible John. I should see you guys next month in Las Vegas at the Box Expo. I appreciate y'all.
Go get an extra key to your house. That's the inside.
Man, I'm trying. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. I love y'all, man.
Yep.
God bless, bro.
He'll be out here in a couple weeks for the Canelo Crawford fight. So we're gonna catch up with him. Yeah. Hopefully have him in the studio.
What's up with that fight? Why don't we see it's not being promoted correctly? Like I've been in Vegas 30 years, bro. I've watched all the most amazing fights. The promotion before the big fight makes it like, oh my God. I don't feel that with this fight, bro.
Tell me if I'm right or wrong, and this is just, my interpretation, my perspective, but it seems to me like you practically watched Las Vegas grow.
Absolutely.
You saw
I
Las
seen
Vegas
the Bellagio built, the Stratosphere built.
Mandalay.
Have you
Mandalay
seen
Bay, right?
the promotion of boxing go like this over the years?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why, I don't know what.
I don't know if it's the way we consume media now.
Yeah.
Or the way we, consume it.
What do you think was the peak of how they promoted fights in Vegas in your time here? You got here in the late 90s, right?
Yeah.
So
I think the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight was promoted correctly. It made everybody really, like I used to love watching the 24/7s, different programming like that to build it up to the night of the fight. I don't know if it's the fighters need to go on more podcasts because we consume podcast content.
definitely the
more.
PorterWay podcast.
Yeah,
they
got to
do that.
Now.
Yeah, that's probably the number one problem.
Yeah.
But no, go ahead.
But it's just, you would see it everywhere. You know what I mean? You just don't, it just doesn't have that I don't know how to explain.
Ubiquitous. It was ubiquitous with the Las Vegas Strip.
Right.
You couldn't escape it.
And there it is, y'all, with the big ass words. We're gonna go to a commercial break real quick. Take a look at everything that HyperX Arena got going over here, and we'll be right back after this.
The stars talked it and walked.
Yeah. Who do you feel like fits that bill right now? Because we're back on, right, Sean? Yeah.
Oh, as far as boxers?
Yeah, right now. Because I feel like it's a short list, but what will be your list?
Damn it, I can't.
I think, the other question, the other
Little
side of that
Keyshawn, he talk it and walk it.
You said Keyshawn?
Yeah. Keyshawn Davis. Who else, bro, that I could think of right now? I can't really think.
Canelo. He'll payday,
Canelo,
motherfucker.
He take one word and all of a sudden he can walk it because he can say one English word. Shout out to Canelo. He throwing the English out there now.
Canelo learned
sounds
English
good
and all the cuss words.
Yeah,
he get the cuss words first.
he got simple English, but he got every cuss word.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Welcome back to the PorterWay Podcast. While we were on break, question I presented Zittel with, we're in the HyperX Arena. This is a gaming arena. A lot of things that you do right here involve the gaming industry. And the question that I have for Sean Zittel, even though I probably won't, but I might, but I probably won't. What if I was going to go down there right now in this illustrious building and play a game, what game should they queue up for me?
Can you keep an open mind? As long as the game is fun?
Yeah. I want something fun. It's gotta be basic. So
yeah, I don't know, man.
It's nothing basic nowadays. They got 7 goddamn buttons. 12 buttons. You got 4 here. You got 8 there.
Ain't no more Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually the first game I would probably tell you is Madden, since you like football. And
so the last time I played Madden, right?
I bodied you.
Shut up.
In Colorado.
Right.
But see, he don't understand. Before I played him, the last time I played Madden, they had the turbo button. That turbo ain't the turbo going
Sprint.
now?
No, it's still there. It's R2.
They moved it.
I've been playing Madden since '89.
Yeah.
I ain't missed a season of playing Madden.
Good Lord.
My whole life.
I feel like nobody got
I'm better than all y'all.
I feel like nobody played Madden until Madden 95.
Man, I played Madden in '89 on Sega Genesis.
Yeah, we gonna have to do the math on that.
PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You feel me? Xbox. I had a Dreamcast. Come
NFL
on,
2K.
bro.
We need NFL 2K
NFL
back.
2K. They do need to bring that back. That was hard.
Hey, you a gamer then?
Oh, a serious
Because
gamer.
listen, everybody that I know of, y'all pick one system, y'all stick with that. Because I've had this before. Y'all, you got to see me on the PlayStation 3.
In my house right now, I got every Nintendo game, every Nintendo
You got the
console.
Switch too?
The Switch. I got every. I got Xbox 1, 2, 3, 360, the new Xbox,
Series X.
PS5. I'm a gamer.
Talk
We
to him,
take,
Mike.
we taking HyperX, we taking Allied Sports to Mike P's house.
Yeah, let's go.
And the computer for video games too, Sean.
Yeah.
Every console and the computer.
Zittel, you stay home this weekend.
Yeah.
Covered the Raiders.
I did.
Yeah, what you think about the Raiders so far?
So Ashton Genty had his first I'm here moment.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And kind of his first welcome to the NFL moment too. Taylor Bethune, I think, was a backup linebacker on the Niners. He gave him a good hit.
Ran his ass over. I was at the game. The crowd went stupid when it happened.
He popped right up.
Yeah.
That was
The
so
other
the
dude
first
who got
one
ran over. Yeah, he popped up.
You're thinking of Lenore, Diamador, number 2, the Niners
yeah.
support. So, but before that play, remember he had a head-on with one of the,
yeah.
and it was 50-50. They both.
That's why I was asking, did he pop up after that one?
He actually had to go to the tent. Had his first stinger.
Yeah.
But then he came back in the game, and then he ran over Diamador, Lenore.
Ain't afraid of the contact.
No.
I'm actually excited for the Raiders this year.
Yeah.
That's my team. That's who I grew up watching. They came to the hood when I was 9 years old, gave me my first football. That's why I am a die-hard Raider fan for life. And I like what they got. The pieces, the weapons, the defense is solid. They hella good on Madden.
Who's QB?
Geno Smith.
Geno over here now.
Geno,
man, with the resurgence of a life in the NFL.
He's a fresh 35. He's about to be 35. He's 34, about to be 35, but he's a really fresh mid-30s guy. Like
still can run.
Absolutely.
You know, still accurate as hell, got a hell of an arm.
Mm-hmm.
I liked his arm out of West Virginia, too. I respect Geno.
Are you high on Shedeur Sanders?
I love Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely love what his daddy did, the way they raised him, you know, to be a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
You see how he moving in Cleveland with the community. The brother don't make no complaints. Everything about his aura is misconstrued like his father.
Yeah.
They thought Deion was an arrogant person because he wore a lot of flashy gold chains and all that. But it was really, I'm a diehard Deion. That's my hero.
He a Florida cat, right?
Yeah, he from Florida.
Like, he introduced athletics. He introduced entertainment to Florida. You know what I mean? Like, we know Luke and, you know, we know some. But when he came on the scene, it was like, now we really get to see like what Florida is all about.
Yes.
You know?
Roy Jones and him are so similar.
Yeah.
And they're both from Florida. They
Yeah.
just ridiculous talent, and they know it.
But the Cleveland Browns is like a baby mama with multiple baby daddies when it comes to picking a quarterback. They just can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they got going on. What do they see? What is the optics?
So then wouldn't this situation actually make sense? They finally did find their quarterback when they didn't. Like, when they didn't think they had it. Because they draft him in the 5th round. They draft Dylan Gabriel first.
Just like when a woman find a good man and fumble him. They're losers.
So even if Shedeur pans out, they'll find a way to fumble
they
it.
gonna find a way to do something goofy to let. Man, I watch football.
Don't do this. Don't sit
my
here.
Whole life. I
Don't
know,
sit here.
bro.
Sean won't let it happen.
Look,
Sean won't let it happen.
God,
he'll make sure they,
bro.
you know.
Like, sometimes people just get in their feelings about what they see, right?
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I just use logic and I go off of what I see on the field. I played this shit at a high level. I know the game. This is what I see.
Yeah.
I watched Dylan Gabriel yesterday. Man, he looked okay.
He was sharp. Yeah.
No, that's 10 yards.
Yeah.
5 yards.
Yeah.
You threw a pick 6, bruh.
Yeah.
And you fumbled the ball. And you look little as hell out there. I did not see franchise quarterback in
And
here.
throwing shots at Shedeur.
Shedeur, you know, I mean.
Some people are entertainers, some are competitors.
Yeah, you know, I kind of like that, though.
Did you?
Honestly, when it comes to competing.
Because he's being honest.
Yeah,
Do you want him to tell us what he's
I'm out here to
yeah.
compete. I ain't here to entertain. I like that. I'm not going to knock him for doing that.
For
You know
being
what I mean?
honest
Yeah.
about what he
Because
did.
if I'm Deion and that's my son, we know what to do to him. Let's kill him now. Yeah. Little Mighty Mouse, get him out of here. We finna go in here and do our thing.
Is he little? Is he a little guy?
Man, he about your size, Sean.
Dylan
On
Gabriel?
everything. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hell yeah. We should call him Dylan Porter.
Yeah. Hey, yo, so I got a lower third, right? Don't trip on me, y'all. But you know, when I didn't expect us to get Shedeur, right? So we get Shedeur. I'm like, all right. So what's this gonna look like?
I'm like, yo.
Yeah, what's this gonna look like? You know, we
I wanted
obviously
to
we have
cover him.
Gabriel. You know, what's this gonna look like? Right now the quarterbacks have 5 quarterbacks. Right now the Browns have 5 quarterbacks on the roster, and there's no telling who's actually gonna get let go of. Kind of makes sense to keep
Joe Dillon
Joe
and
Flacco.
Shedeur.
Yeah,
But Deshaun.
kind of makes sense to
Man, you know
sense.
what?
Got covered.
I don't like none of that. Oh, let's keep. Man, you don't learn nothing from watching on the sideline.
Yeah.
Let a motherfucker play, bro.
Yeah,
Get out there,
yeah.
up and down, get it cracking. We already seen Flacco, bro. You 40. We seen what your high is, what your low is. You was a hell of a quarterback. I'm not knocking him on that. But in order to see what you really do got, you got to throw your young bull out there in the fire. Let him make mistakes and see what you actually have.
How long we keep him in the fire?
The whole season.
Yeah.
As long as he can take it.
Yeah.
Until you break him or you see that he ain't cut out to be
Gabriel
that.
was consistent yesterday. He was consistent. So I was impressed with him.
Consistently moving, throwing short shit, bro.
But you don't watch the Browns the way I watch the Browns, okay?
Okay.
So when that ball is moving, is doing this, damn, I ain't never seen that before.
Okay.
So when Shador was doing it last week, I was like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Down the field, I got you, down the field, and this time, but just to see the ball moving is a big thing for us Browns fans.
Bro, Baker Mayfield won you a playoff game like 2 years ago.
Bake did his thing, but
you are suffering.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Sean is suffering from battered fan syndrome.
Yeah.
He just happy the team is moving the ball. Man.
Hell yeah, I'm glad my team moving the ball.
Goodness, bruh.
Listen,
But the Raiders' offense looks good. The questions are more on defense. They outside. I like Jeremy Chin, who had that interception.
Oh, yeah.
I think he might be the second best player on the defense. Max is clearly number one. Yeah.
I like the linebackers.
Devin White, Jamal Adams.
Yeah, but Cleveland got to make a decision, man. And, it's going to come down to this last week. And if I was part of that organization, the guy is going to bring us tickets. The guy has
Relevancy.
all the jersey sales. The preseason game had the most viewership on the NFL Network. Just imagine if it was on regular TV. It would have been stupid
He's the
with
only
the
guy
numbers.
that'll make people want to watch the Browns.
And
so we need
people that ain't never been Brown fans is watching the games because of the quarterback.
Look at your hat.
I got a Browns hat on right now because of Shador. So, business-wise, it just makes sense. This is a business. They are into making money.
Yeah.
Why not go with the kid that shows you he's capable of being a franchise quarterback?
A lot going on this weekend. We also had the UFC. You said you watched that.
Oh,
that
my
card.
gosh.
And then what did
I never watched UFC. I actually called it. I had a weird feeling because I got friends that watch it, and I'm like, Russian dude's gonna win.
Yeah.
They've been fucking everybody up in boxing. I'm gonna go with him in the other sport too.
Russian dude. He stepdadded him. You know what I mean?
I didn't even watch it. I
when
just
your
picked him.
stepkids ain't listening and you just slam him on the ground and he just kept him on the ground. Yeah, I do that.
I was a step kid. That's messed up.
Get up out of
That's
here.
messed up. As a step kid, man, that's messed up. No, that's
Give me a head.
Yeah, you gotta get him up out of here.
oh no, you were nice. That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
So but you said what was the rumor you heard or what people were saying that this is gonna do what for boxing?
Oh, so yeah, I saw a few reactions. I remember we said it before the show, Mike. There were some people saying this is going to help boxing because people don't like the wrestling style, I guess, and I don't watch it, but people don't like the wrestling style in UFC.
Yeah.
And so, in a way, that works to TKO's advantage because they want to assume control of boxing after this Crawford-Canelo fight. So they're like, all right, you didn't like the wrestling? We're about to own boxing anyway.
Yeah.
So here, watch this if you didn't like that. But point being, people don't like Chimaev, however you say his name. They don't like that style of fighting.
Yeah.
He doesn't stand up with him like that. He gets up on it. You can't do nothing with his wrestling.
Well, to MMA fans, if you want to see guys stand up, there's this whole other sport where they just do it the whole time. That's it. They're really good at it. So
I prefer boxing over UFC just because I grew up with the boxing from the jump, but I do enjoy watching UFC. Some of them knockouts was straight out brutal.
Last night?
What?
Yeah.
With the spinning elbows.
I heard it was 2 back-to-back.
Yeah.
Them things are sexy.
Oh
man.
my God.
Now that's I don't watch it, but when I go to watch a highlight, if I see you spin and do something, you got me.
And that you can't do in boxing.
Yeah.
Because I'm joking. I'm making the joke. Well, if you just want to see 2 guys stand up, watch boxing, but you can't do spin. You can't keep. So yeah, there's a lot more skill.
You do the Superman
It's
punch.
skills.
Yeah.
It's skills in both realms of the sports. You know, it's UFC is just brutal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? More boxing is too, but it's just
Shout
it's just
to,
something about that
Bru-
brutalism.
Shout out to Bruce Carrington. I'm just remembering this. I was at the gym sparring with Kenny Sims, and Bruce comes in the gym. I said, "Yo, I want you for a round today. Like, I just want to see what you got." You know, before I spar with him, somebody was talking about the Superman punch. I said, "Yo, I'm gonna do that to Bruce today."
Miss.
I don't know how to do that shit. Yeah, but I caught one on the back end of that thing. You know what I mean? That's not a safe punch to throw in boxing.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't give a damn who you are.
Yup.
But and then shit on
The other side, yeah, you said there's some small back and forth at the moment between Vergil Ortiz
and Xander Zayas.
So
they so Vergil Ortiz apparently sends an offer to Xander Zayas. You've seen Xander win his belt a couple weeks ago, right? Yeah, the Puerto Rican kid.
Yeah.
He gets an email from Vergil, 50-50 fight, December this year, Vegas or California. So I gotta push back. And by the way, I favor Vergil Ortiz right now, if they fought right now, over Xander Zayas. He's 27, Xander's 22.
Vergil is a dog,
yeah,
bruh.
he is.
But I don't. That's cool. They could do that. I want to see him and Boots fight.
Or Fundora.
Or Fandora. I mean, that's what I really want to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I hear that fight is on, I'm probably not gonna watch it. Maybe on my Instagram or TikTok.
It's a good stylistic fight.
Yeah, but
it's a competitive fight.
It can be built up a little bit. And
that's what I mean.
I hate over marination. I'm not saying Mayweather Pacquiao this thing. Right. But it could wait a year or two.
Yeah.
And so I favor Vergil, but at the same time, it's like this comes off to me as you didn't like the Xander was smart. He played it right. After he won his belt, he goes, Vergil, you've never been world champion before. I'm world champion at 22. You've never done it. And we could have already fought.
Yeah.
You decided to fight Boachuk instead of me.
Oh, okay.
So now that I'm world champion and you now you want to call me out, 3 days notice, 50-50, and there's a few things to push back on here. Vegas.
It is a business.
It is.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
Good
things to push back on.
Vegas and California is not a neutral ground.
Yeah.
Are there more Mexicans or Puerto Ricans in Las Vegas and California?
Puerto Ricans
more
in Los Angeles.
There's still way more Mexicans than Puerto Ricans in LA, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Like 20 to 1, 50 to 1.
Absolutely.
So
sorry if those numbers are a little off.
I don't think they are, man.
Now I see. Shout out to what the hell is his name? I was with oh man, just his name is slipping me. Shoot.
On the broadcast?
Yeah.
Raheem?
No.
Mario?
No. Oh shoot, what is his name? I'm losing it. But go ahead. I'll come back to it.
Yeah. So first of all, that's not neutral ground.
Abner. I was with Abner Mares. Yeah, I was with Abner Mares yesterday. He was cooling with with the Puerto Rican. I said, "Oh, you cooling with the Puerto Rican?" He said, "Yeah, you know how we do." I said, "Yeah, I'm just messing with you." You know what I mean? But there's some Puerto Ricans out there, so.
Oh, for sure. and Colombians and Cubans and all types of different Venezuelans.
What you're saying. Yeah, you're talking about neutral ground, and it's like you bringing all of LA, you bringing all of Vegas right next door. My people it's a hump for them to get over here to see me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in these days and times right now, come on, bro.
Especially when he's been campaigning in New York.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, he doesn't have, his following is more so on the East Coast than it is the West Coast.
Right.
I hear what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
And a fan mentioned a perfect neutral site would actually be Chicago. Because there's actually more Mexicans in Chicago. It's one of the most heavily populated places with Mexican Americans. But it's Chicago. It's the Midwest. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans in the Midwest too, and the ones from the East Coast. It's not a far flight. They could show up and show out.
Yep.
But who wants to put a Mexico versus Puerto Rico type matchup, in Chicago? So what it comes off to me as Ortiz. We talked earlier about the great pride these fighters have.
Yes.
His pride stung a little bit.
Yeah.
That this kid got to run his mouth a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the kid got to pull some receipts. Well, technically, I said yes to fight you already, and you chose another opponent. Now I'm a world champion and I'm 5
Right.
years younger than you. So now you're mad. Now you want to send him an offer and go, okay, you little shit, let's get it in.
Yeah.
December 50-50. I'll take that belt off you right now. And Xander's going,
I'm the champ.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to get here. You're not gonna tell me what to do.
And he said, "Come to Puerto Rico, right?"
come to Puerto Rico.
I like that. I like
Which
that.
we got no follow-up on that.
Yeah.
From T. Ortiz. Call this
Yeah.
one. Say, all right, beat your ass in Puerto Rico.
Damn.
But I think actually though he's right. You know, there's better fights right now for Vergil, Bakram, the IBF champ, or Fun. I really want to see him in Fundura. He'll be fighting Erickson Lubin probably. They say.
Yeah.
Vergil will.
Yeah,
He'll be fighting
I did
Erickson
see
Lubin.
that. I did see that.
When and where? Anything?
I think the date was October, but maybe it's actually. I gotta check again. It might have
you
been
gotta get-
October to December.
These guys gotta stay busy.
Yeah.
You know, you've been out of the ring too long. You know, I don't care what your status is like. You know,
And-
me as a world champion, I wanted to get in the ring more than it was available to me. But guys got to figure it out. What I'm realizing and learning is that your fan base will move with you if you're giving them something to follow.
Absolutely, they
You
will.
know, yeah.
Yes.
It's not they're not gonna only move with you when you're in the ring with the big name. They're
Yes.
gonna move with you no matter what.
Yes.
So,
And
gotta
in
give
these
these people
days
what
and
they want.
times we're living in, you have to be in their face quite often so they can continue to move with you.
Well, look at Cotto. He had to put in work at the Garden before they said, okay, now we think we could get the Puerto Rican fans to travel to Vegas. He had to beat Shane Mosley and Zab Judah in big pay-per-view fights in Madison Square Garden. Then they said, okay, he's ready for Las Vegas, and they'll travel.
right,
And they did.
right, yep.
But he had to do some shit first before he could do that.
He's-
You know?
which fight is stylistically the best fight for Vergil Ortiz? Is it Lubin or is it Xander?
I think he's the favorite over both.
Both
But I
guys,
think Xander is a matchup that gets real juicy. Because I hate even saying marination because that helped kill boxing was
Yeah.
too much marination. So I'm not saying that, but Vergil's 27. Let them fight at 29, 24. Let Xander get a little bit experience now as a champ. I know technically he's a champ and Vergil's an interim champion, but Vergil's fought better opponents. He's more seasoned. I think that fight's sexy in the next 12 to 18, 24 months max. But for Vergil, the fight I'd want to see the most is him and Fundora because that's just an all-out war, man. That's a
great-
war.
yeah.
That's a great
Man,
fight.
Fandora is a cheat code.
That might be the
bruh.
best fight at 154, huh?
It's
You
a
say he
war,
cheat code.
man.
Oh my gosh, man! How you that tall, that skinny, bruh? Like what? How? Like, bro, you 154,
Can
6'6".
thump, can take a punch, get up off
Yeah.
the canvas, you know what I mean? Tough as nails, you know, the list goes on.
But for whatever
Bruh.
reason, it's not a big fight yet. I think it's a fight. Its quality is worthy of being a big fight. But Fundora, for whatever reason, even though he's tall, even though he knocks people out and he's fun to watch, he hasn't connected at the box office yet.
Yeah.
Because he looked weird, like a weak character or something. You know what I mean? Like, you just, like, I don't know, man. And it goes back to the thing I was telling you earlier, like, to be a star, you got to be a star outside the ring. And he doesn't really possess, like, that, that star power.
He got into Harvard, apparently. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That star power.
but
Listen, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the PorterWay Podcast. All this good stuff going on over at the HyperX Arena.
Yes, sir.
Of course, the PorterWay Podcast is here. Before we get out of here, Mike, I got to ask you what your thoughts are on this Canelo Crawford business we're about to tend to in a matter of weeks now.
Bruh, I was on your podcast and I went against Crawford and I paid dearly for that. And
When he fought Erron.
oh my gosh, bruh. Well, I'm nervous. You know what I mean? I really am, but being that I was an athlete who put on weight before, I actually got more explosive and more powerful.
I'm so glad you
With the weight.
talking about that. Go ahead, keep going.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop. Yeah.
So, me analyzing and watching Crawford over all these years, I just cannot bet against dude, bruh.
No, you can't.
I'm going to roll with Crawford and shout out to Nebraska and That's just what it is.
I'm so glad you here, big dog.
I'm going to go ahead and put my bread down on Crawford, and I'm going to live with the results.
You were a DB, right?
I played wide receiver, kick return, punt return.
Oh, I thought. Oh, why did I think you was a DB?
I don't know.
Even being a wide receiver, you fit the bill of a Terrence Crawford. If Terrence was a football player, he more than likely would be a DB or a wide receiver.
Yeah.
How much weight did you put on leaving high school going into college?
About 50 pounds, 40 pounds, 40 to 50.
Like your freshman year, how much weight you think you put on? Senior year out of high school, freshman year. That's one calendar year.
Probably like 10 pounds.
That's all we need, right? So in 2 years, let's just take a look at the timing, right? 2 years. About 20 more. About 20 more, right? So wait a minute, hold on. I love this, right? Yeah. So fighting at 147 2 years ago. In 2 years, it's possible to put on 20 healthy pounds.
Yes.
Not lose your speed.
No.
Not lose your quickness.
Yeah, got quick.
Get more explosion.
Yes.
In the whole nine, right? So how did you put on that weight?
Creatine.
Oh no, you said the wrong answer. You was supposed to say I was hitting the weights. I was doing this.
I was on that creatine and I was putting in work.
God damn it. I messed that whole thing up. Cut. Protein. Damn, you messed that up, man. Because I can't use that. You messed it up. I can't use that.
Wow.
No, I can't use that. All right, beyond the creatine, because we got some other.
I put in work though.
Yeah.
I put in hours and hours and hours and hours of work. I wanted to be the best.
Yeah.
That's what I had. That's what I did do.
So Sean looking at me in a little skepticism. So I want to just, finish painting this picture real quick. It's possible to put on a good 15 to 20 pounds of healthy muscle, not lose your speed, not lose your quickness, your agility.
Yes.
Especially at his age, where it's gonna come on. That's what he did. He put on good, healthy muscle weight, right? So everybody's saying, well, can he handle that punch coming from Canelo? Or, we didn't see the power translate at 154 pounds. Number one, let's remember that he had a guy controlling that range and distance, not coming into anything that he was punching. You know what I mean? Take a look at his knockouts. Most of his knockouts, a lot of the guys, including myself, coming at him, adding on to the pop that he already has. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at this just to give you a little bit of confidence, and also then you can go ahead and rebuttal this. But I'm looking at a Crawford who's going to be very healthy, very fit,
focused,
100% focused,
hungry to show everybody to shut the fuck up. I am who I am. That is very, very important to him.
Yeah.
It is legacy driving him right now. It ain't got nothing to do with a check. Or none of that.
It ain't got nothing to do with creatine. Go ahead, Sean.
I
didn't even say anything. I
just the way you was looking at me, I said, God damn it, stop looking at me like that.
Creatine's so good, I was buff on creatine. I was.
Stop talking about
creatine. It's legal, isn't it?
Yes. But people don't understand because people don't understand. Yeah. We got this whole thing going on with snack, and I was a snack athlete, and there's so many other fighters that are and athletes who are snack athletes. And I said this before, if y'all want to do the research, go ahead and do the research. I talked to Crawford not knowing what supplements he took when he takes. I said, what supplements you taking with snack? Because Victor Conti and snack, there's a program.
Yeah.
There's a program in everything that we do. I wasn't on the program. Because while I'm taking the stuff, I'm like, I don't want that. I don't need that. And I limited myself to three other supplements. Talked to Crawford, and I've never popped for anything. I never had a concern or anything like that. Talked to Crawford. I said, what products you taking? He said, I'm just doing this, and I'm just taking this. I'm just taking that. I said, it's funny. Those are the only ones I took. We somehow, some way, we're connected in that sense where we intelligently know, like, I just need something to help me recover at night. Yeah. I need something to replace this meal, and I need something to help me, at this point.
Plus,
with, replenishing,
We black. Black people are already cheating.
He said half our job done.
We already got the steroids enough.
We gonna cut because you do it too goddamn.
I'm just saying.
Pacquiao and Canelo were able to. Their punch resistance got better. Their punching power got better as they climbed up weight classes.
Yes.
They were able to maintain most of their physique, if not all of it. Maybe Crawford will be able to do the same. We got to see in 4 weeks.
I do want to see. You know what I mean?
The weigh-in will be very interesting.
Yeah. But they're the same size almost. I think Crawford is a little bit taller.
His arms are longer. Yeah.
Canelo is, he's girthier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The kids would say pause.
And pause, right?
Yeah, but we're not kids, so why'd I say that?
On top of that, he's used to being hit by bigger guys, right? So we haven't seen Crawford against bigger guys. That weight make a hell of a difference in every sport you play and everything you do. Weight that's why they got weight classes for sure. But I just can't bet against a mentality such as his. The work ethic such as his, it's kind of hard to bet against those attributes.
I want to hear from you.
And he's never lost.
Yeah,
that's another thing that it's hard to bet against that.
Did you see the press conference that they had where Crawford and they're having this back and forth? Canelo calls out his resume. He said it don't matter. He said that y'all been saying this forever. He said, you going to be saying the same thing after I do this to you. I just want to hear from your perspective. Did you see the intent and things like that you feel you haven't seen in previous press conferences?
I think, I'm picking Canelo, but like Mike said, the one thing that I'll feel silly about afterwards is he doesn't know how to lose. And not all O's are created the same. His O has enough accomplishments to back it up that it means something. And Fernando Vargas, he said Eduardo Garcia, Big G that would train him. He had this phrase in Spanish, the la primera something. The first time is the hardest. The first time you quit is the hardest. It gets easier every time after that. Yes. And kind of apply that to losing. Yeah. And that is something.
Bro. And everything you do in life is mental. So all mental edges are a major factor. He's lost before. Twice. Right? This dude ain't never lost. He don't know how to lose. So, and then he just got that damn dog in him. I can't bet against it. I'm nervous. I ain't gonna lie. And I want to see it, damn it. I want to see it.
Yeah, but he might get in there, find Canelo harder to hit than he thought.
You damn right.
A little quicker, a little more precise.
Damn right. We gonna all find out.
I want to see it.
Yeah. So, I suspect, like I said a couple weeks ago, I suspect Crawford's training a little harder. He wants it a little more because he's the one with more to gain.
And Canelo, when you listen to Canelo, he's really lax, like he ain't taking him
a king on his throne.
No. You get to that point where you like, I've been here before. I know what this is. That's the difference between the two of them. Canelo actually flips the switch. Crawford's switch is already almost flipped on, and it only takes one little poke for him to just go, it's on all the way. You know what I mean? So one guy stays turned on, the other guy doesn't turn on till it's time.
In my opinion, one is turned on, which is Canelo, and the other switch is crash out.
There you go. Right.
Crawford crash out.
He's on, and then he's going.
Yeah, man. I'm just telling y'all.
Let's do this motivational message before we get up out of here.
All right.
Talking to a great friend of mine, broadcaster Chris Broussard this past week. And
happy light skin day.
I got so many ways I can go with today's motivational message. Shout out to my guy Ronnie.
During the LeBron, because he kept making me believe the Knicks were going to get LeBron during 2010. But I love Chris Broussard. He's a good guy.
Great guy. He gave me this saying the other day. I said, whoa, let me jot that down. Human beings are not built for excessive criticism or excessive praise. And what I want to do with that right there, interesting enough, we were talking about Floyd and how Floyd used to move around the city and how Floyd wouldn't mind you coming up to him, taking a shot. And, you catch him out at the malls and the random restaurants.
Red Lobster, Orleans Hotel.
He just was, I guess for the sake was a little bit more normal.
Accessible.
When you criticize athletes, when you criticize people, you put them in a bubble. Sometimes they don't want to come out of that bubble. When you praise athletes, when you praise certain people, you put them in that bubble, and now they expect everybody else to treat them and even it out, y'all.
Yeah.
Balance.
Yeah.
Balance it out, y'all. For those who are criticizers and those who are praisers, criticize a little less, praise a little less. If you're used to being criticized and you're used to getting the praise, find a way to shut some of that off, turn some of the other stuff on, and just balance it out. We're supposed to live a balanced life.
Yes.
We're supposed to live a life that's peaceful. Where there's peace, you find balance. This is the PorterWay.
And that's why I ain't married.